What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. We are now in the alchemized land of Tarkir Dragonstorm. So, what that means is we are going to get access to Arena exclusive cards that are going to shake up this format. This is not going to be in paper by any means. In fact, you can see a card here that could never be printed in paper. As long as this card is the top card of your library, you may look at it anytime and you may cast it. Obviously, that's not something you can do in paper. So we've opened a 4 rare pack, 3 blue rares, and then a Felithar. Dragonologist is great. Grabs you a dragon or an instant or sorcery. Fleshcrafter is amazing, one of my favorite blue rares of the format. Very easy to win with this and some flyers. And then we're going to take the Alchemy card here. This is a baseline 4 mana, 4/5 flyer that also has an omen of ramping you, I think it did. Oh, we're going to get another Fleshcrafter here anyways. So, remember, Alchemy is not here to balance the draft format. Yes, Alchemy can balance specific cards, but this is not meant to make it more fair in Limited. In Limited, your decks are generally going to be higher power level. Anyways, Naga Fleshcrafter, the easy pickup here. Here's the Alchemy card, Swift Spear's Teachings. This one's really cool. You get a boon with when you cast a creature spell, it gains prowess and haste, and it cycles, it draws a card. So it turns a creature into effectively a Swift Spear, right? For 1 red mana, and it cycles. Very cool card. Definitely going to see some kind of constructed play on Arena. Dispelling Exhale, Fresh Start, Kintree Severance. Let's take another blue rare. And the Alchemy card is already gone here. There are some Alchemy cards that are not just like pure bombs or whatever. I think they've been better about that lately. You're going to see a lot of uncommons that are solid, but not necessarily cards you're going to splash for or necessarily going to slam dunk. But for the most part, yeah, the Alchemy cards are great. We could third pick a Forecaster. Purging Stormbrood's fine. Boltcaster's fine. I like Charge a lot. I don't mind just continuing to take the blue cards here. This has a lot of upside. Get a Globe or some of the other dragons. What do you have here? Armament Dragon's pretty great. Fortress Kinguard's pretty great. Let's see. I think Duty Beyond Death is a pretty amazing combat trick type card. But obviously you really want to be going wide for that with token producers, be it Mobilize or otherwise. I guess a safe pick here could just be taking the Mystic Monastery, for sure. Red, Blue, White, Tri-Land seems good. Let's do that for now. Another Skyrider, getting past a Severance Priest. Bargain's quite nice. Unending Whisper. Let's take the bargain here. It's just, it digs too deep. And if you can cast it for the 3 mana, it's just so good. But even at 4 mana, it's pretty great. Another Synchronized Charge, but there's also a Shock Brigade. Charge and Brigade. This is tough. Because taking a red card here is quite nice, as that would keep us open to red and blue, which then I could pair with either green or I could pair with white. So, whereas if I take the green card, actually I guess that green is okay as well, because then you could take black cards or red cards. I think it's generally safer just to take the creature though. Ooh, a Teamer Mage here, the Songcrafter Mage, okay. Not a bad pickup. Zergo's Vanguard, sure. So maybe a little bit more of a like a teamer aggro deck of sorts. Could be a thing for us as we get another Tri-Land. We will take that. 5 color is pretty solid. We could still be a 5 color Dragons deck. I think the decks that got better are still going to be the decks that are the main offenders in the format. So your Boros aggro decks, your Mardu aggro decks, and your 5 color decks are really going to benefit from the inclusion of Alchemy. There have been some crazy, crazy cards I've seen. Jeskai Devotee and a Jeskai Monument solid. I guess I like the Devotee a little bit less than the Monument. I should have just taken the 2/2 actually. There's a good chance I just end up in like red-blue proper, or red-blue with a really light splash. The Devotee would have been better for the aggressive decks, I think. Oh man, so there's a really cool card I got on stream earlier today. It's a 6-mana sorcery that conjures 2 Siege Rhinos onto the battlefield. 6 mana for 2 4/5s with trample, drain 6 your opponent is kind of hilarious. I can only imagine there are some other very, very absurd rares and mythics from Alchemy. Seek a land card and put it on the battlefield. So again, Seek is another Alchemy-only mechanic. To seek a card, put 1 at random from your library into your hand. Dang it, I wish I had taken the Jeskai Devotee now, because I think there's a really good chance we could just go 2 color aggro. 2 color aggro and punish the multicolor decks. Intimidator might be playable. If you can get a couple of flyers with Fleshcrafter, you can just, again, pop your opponents out of nowhere. Okay, here is pack 2. Our Alchemy card is the Dragonblood Twins. It's a pretty cool one. 2 mana 2/2 with Double Team, and that's another Alchemy ability. So whenever a creature with Double Team attacks, if it's not a token, conjure a duplicate into your hand, then both of them perpetually lose Double Team. So you play this, you attack with it, you get a copy of it into your hand, and then they both lose Double Team, so they no longer make the ability to make others. But Flurry, it turns into a dragon, so pretty good 2-drop. That being said, this pack is kind of absurd. We have an Ambling Stormshell, Winternight Stories, Twin Moss Stormbrood. Very good pack. I think I'm just going to take the aggro 2-drop, though. That seems fun. Oh, here's another good double team one. I played with this earlier. 2/2 double team at the beginning of your second main phase. If this is tapped, it endures for 1. So if you have this on turn 2 and you can push it through, it starts growing pretty quickly. Or if you need to go wide or want to go wide, you can do that instead. And then, of course, the double team. Looks like just a Molten Exhale here for me. Nice red start. Yeah, so, like, again, some of the Alchemy cards are just solid cards. They're not insane bombs or anything. This enters tapped. When this dies, return to the battlefield under someone's control, it perpetually loses this ability. So 2/1 that enters tapped for 1 mana. When it dies, it comes back, and then that'll be the end of that. Let's take the Stormbrood here. Yeah, very cool looking red-blue deck. In fact, I mean, I don't even have that many blue cards, but the blue cards I do have are too good to not play. A lot of creatures in this deck so far. Not very many non-creatures. Dragonblood Twins. Oh, there's a Jeskai Shrinekeeper here. Another pretty nice one. Okay, I mean, I can run the Monument. I'll splash a little bit of white. Not losing too much in red or blue straight up. Sure. Red aggro with dragons. Would I want to run this then? Probably a second Songcrafter Mage. They're not even good in our deck currently, as I only have, what, one total instant slash sorcery, just the Exhale, so it is a good target, but not enough to make work. Do I have the cards to make Ice Climber worth playing? Not really. I could take the Maelstrom, I suppose. Twin Bolt's pretty filler. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't have the time. I guess we just got the Maelstrom. Couldn't decide what to take there. Feral is okay. Another one of the Runeblade Razors. Yeah, Agent of Corliss is fine. Just want to get some more 2-drops. Early game plays. Another Vanguard is nice. Oh. Pretty good 8th pick. Vanguard, Devotee, and a Tranquil Cove. Wow, it's an excellent Cliffs on the wheel. Sorry, Serpent. I think this Wingspan Stride could actually be good in our deck with the double Vanguard. Like, I'm not playing Dragonstorm in this deck. Humbling Elder, actually pretty good in this deck. Same thing with the Ringing Strike Mastery. Elder's real good with double Vanguard, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this might be an okay deck for the underfoot underdogs after all. Little combo, maybe, with the underdogs. Give the Rune Scale Stormbrood unblockable and then triggered a bunch of times. So, we're only running 2 alchemy cards so far, but this is only pack 2. I guess with two Vanguards, the underdogs is probably a play. Probably filler. Damn, 14th pick Kingard is sick. Last pick Breaching. All right, pack 3. That's a third Fleshcrafter. What the hell? Bloomvine Regent, Disruptive Stormbrood. Alchemy card is a Song of Seasons. Seek a mountain, a forest, and a non-mountain, non-forest land. Put one of them onto the battlefield and put one of them... Wait. A mountain, a forest, and a non-mountain, non-forest. Put one of them onto the battlefield and put one of them into your graveyard. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. So you ramp by one, you get another in your hand, and then one goes into your graveyard. Wow, that's pretty good. So anyways, just taking the flesh. Frontline Rush is a card that I would probably consider splashing for. It's that good. I lose a dragon here and a cliff. That's probably fine. Don't really want any of these cards. I mean, I guess I could play the Starry-Eyed Skyrider. It is good with double Vanguard. This is a maybe play, depending on if I can get some more fixing. Headliner's pretty good. Brigade's pretty good. Rally, Teachings, Crag. Oh, man, too many good cards here. I'm pretty sure I just need to take this. Rediscover the Way. Adept, Focus. Okay, another solid pack. I think I have enough creatures for now. Let's get some more card draw. Should be pretty easy to be able to 3-mana this spell. So red-blue aggro splashing for a couple of tasty white cards. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 2-drop creatures. Could probably use 1 or 2 more. Some of these blue cards are maybe not worth playing. Maybe I just cut like the Elder, the Agent, and the Stride and splash like the good top-end blue cards and just turn more into a red-white. Or I guess it would be reds with a splash of just white and blue. Dragonfire's good. Probably still supposed to play the red-white Nomad Outpost there. Effigy's good. Huh. It's so much better on my mana if I don't splash. Ah, yeah, let's cut the Rush and let's cut the Shrine Keeper. And we'll just go red-blue. Whisper, another Underdog, and a Ringing Strike Mastery. I think I like the Mastery now. Cheap interactive removal spell. I mean, obviously, they can pay 5 later on, but... Serpent, Wild Ride, and Eclipse, all good. Land is safest. Hey, ooh, man, 12th pick Brigade back. That is nasty. Yeah, this deck looks sick. This looks like a very good red-blue aggro deck. I mean, hell, I might not even want to run this many tap lands now. Maybe I just run the 2 Swiftwater Cliffs, but don't run the Wilds or the Mystic Monastery. It probably wouldn't hurt to run the Maelstrom. 1 colorless land is not going to hurt us, and this can later on tutor for a dragon. That's probably fine as well. Yeah, I dig this. Removal's not great, but the creature curve is fantastic. All right, let's give this baby a shot. Red-blue beats here in the Alchemy Tarkir Dragonstorm queues. Keepable, unexciting. I guess the concern with this deck is that if my opponent has a lot of cheap interaction, our cards will get outclassed. Unburied Earth Carver. I don't think I'm going to want to exhale that turn 1 or turn 2 there. I think 17 lands was fine here. Though we're at 6 lands and 4 spells. Yeah, there's already 1 removal spell we didn't want to see. Oh my lord. Okay, well. Looks like the Maelstrom tutoring for a dragon is exactly where we're going to be here in a moment. That's pretty funny. Static staring my underdogs is crazy good for us. Static snare my underdog. You love to see it. Alright, they can sack to the Earth Carver in response. That's fine. I still get to attack with my Vanguard. Sure. Yeah, maybe they had more removal in their hand. Maybe they already had the Dragon's Prey, which is why they didn't mind snaring there. Ooh, the teachings. Okay. Gonna say that attack's kind of weird. Just making sure this wasn't sorcery speed only. So let's get the Feral here. I mean, 3/3 haste flyer looks good. Looks like they're probably going to kill it. Sure. They go to 8. Now remember, the next creature they cast is going to have haste. And prowess, for what that's worth. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, if there's anyone that... They actually literally turned it into a Monastery Swiftspear. They topped a card, so you have to assume it's something relevant. Okay, that's just a tapper for now. Effigy. Oh, we have the dragon on top. I get to cast the dragon. Oh, wait, and they're dead. I get to cast the dragon from the top. I drew the effigy so that the twins turns into a 4/4. GG's. Get alchemied. Boom. As long as it's the top of your library, you can look at it and you can cast it, huh? That's pretty funny. Again, it's just the same format with some sillier cards, that's all. That's all, that's all. Okay, I'll keep it. Needs to find 1 or 2 more threats here. Or one of our card draw effects. Oh god. Come on. I need to see a spell next turn, please. Especially if my opponent's not going to be fast. Vanguard off the top. Audacious Knuckleblade. What? Holy smokes. So, Seek means you would have to have another one in your deck. So that's like constructed nonsense. That's fine. We're going to use the Seize opportunity to draw 2 cards here. Nice, and we hit 2 spells. So we get to go tap the 2/2 like that instead of using one of these, and then 3/3 ping you for 1, hit you for 2. Two, 4. I have a card for that. And then we drew brigade, ping. Alright, this is really nice. We've drawn pretty well. They hit their green, however, so... might start seeing some pain. Can we kill them before they can deploy too many problematic cards? Okay, it's not great. Cheap interaction plus a second spell. Oof, bad. That was a good draw at least. And I think I'm absolutely supposed to shoot face here, because that's 3 damage. Hey, they've got their own dragon. Oh, do they have Exhale? Yikes. Ugh. The gain 2 life kills us. Well, I could have played around that, I guess, by not attacking and just waiting to double spell. That might have been better. Absolutely might have been a better play. Played the land to not run into Dispelling Exhale. Yeah, I might have messed up. Though on the flip side, they could have had a bunch of different 2-mana spells there. Oh, Jeskai Revelation. Okay, well, can't beat that one after it resolves. That card is a brutal. Got smoked there. We had a good draw. So I guess on the turn that I did run into the Osseous Exhale, I probably still lose to the Jeskai Revelation anyways, huh? Seems like it. Good beats, good beats. Okay, that's a good opener. Turn 1 hollow. I will eat that life away from you. Oh, the Einok. No! This is so gross. We're going to lose to that. Not having a removal spell and our opponent has Einok on the play is so disgusting. Because not only did they get to make a second one, but now that one starts growing. Holy smokes. Oh, the dragon's on top, but I can't cast it. Alright, well this works out at least. Deal with one of them. I guess my opponent is missing land drops, so... They should make a 1/1 here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, they're ramping back up. Can I pressure them? Oh, yes we can. Sick. Okay, that was a good one. Turn 4, 4/5 flyer. Turn 5, 4/5 flyer. I could block there, because the Naga going to the graveyard would not be the end of the world. Five, 6 flyer. Well, that's not very fair. I gotta push through it, though. So we get to Dragonfire, finish it off, into Focus the Mind is nice. Yeah, I need to play the Mountain out there. Doesn't seem like holding up Humbling Elder's all that relevant right now. Five dragons, pretty good. Ay, 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 ay. I think I need to play out another flyer here, right? Now, this is the classic red aggro versus the 5-color dragons, and I don't think we're in a good spot. Flash flying 5/5. When this enters, secretly choose land or non-land. Seek 2 cards of the chosen kind. Whoa! Well, they just drew 2 cards off that thing. Well, that's right, I have a second Fleshcrafter. That's actually nuts. I can almost surprise kill them. Not this turn, but it would have to be next turn. I guess I just want to make a 5/5 flyer of my own and draw 2 cards. Okay. Oh, exile! Barf. Exiling the Naga is so sick. Jeez, dude. Alright, well, that'll do. What? Okay. Absurd draws by them. Wow. I mean, that's alchemy. Good beats. We died to alchemy cards. Can't expect much more. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I think our deck's kind of neat, and we're 1 and 2. Ow. Ow! Okay. Whew. Took a nice little gym break between the last round and this round. And now we're back with a... Alright. Fun-looking mono red hand, I guess. We're on the draw, however, which already makes us 90% less likely to win. But that's okay. These things happen, right? Kind of just like going with Duelist here and see if they want to trade, get that Devotee off the battlefield. Because if the Devotee trades, then the Vanguard and the Brigade get much better. Alright, perfect. That was actually ideal for us. And they're gonna Pearl Lake Warden as a land. Okay, so another gamer with the Pearl Lake Dragon. Well, I'm supposed to be beating up on all these multicolor decks, but we got ranched last game versus the 5-color dragons, and maybe they're just teamer here, but kind of rough beats for us. All right, let's go Shock Brigade here to attack. I could have exhaled pre-combat, of course. But I'm going to pass priority, because since we have the Feral in hand, and they didn't even block anyways, because we have the Feral in hand, we can exhale on their turn, and that plays around a lot of their tricks, be it counter, pump, or whatever. Now, if it's a pump spell exactly, sure, I get a little bit punished, because then I'm going to be taking extra damage. But I think this is the play I want to go with. Yep. Let's do it. Again. Could get a little bit punished if it's like Sarkhan's Resolve type thing, but even if they use the Resolve, then at the very least, they don't have as much to maybe deal with the Feral. Okay, Rakshasa's Bargain in response. So if they cast another spell here in response, the Twins will turn into a 4/4, but of course that's not good enough standalone. Oh, they have Piercing? Wow, I'm getting huge punished. Because I do lose my Vanguard. So if that's all they had last turn, then I got wrecked. But good beats. Man, an untapped land there would have been real good. I think I'm supposed to just actually run out the Boltcaster and keep pressure on the board. Now, they're at 6, maybe 7 mana, so this is where big things are going to happen, but we have the opportunity to potentially push in. Hey, they have the Song of Seasons. All right, so one land goes on the battlefield, one land goes in hand, and one of them goes into the graveyard. And they're all mountain, forest, and then non-mountain, non-forest. Oh! They didn't have any more non-mountain, non-forest, so they don't have any islands in their deck. Yeah, it was just 2 lands. Okay. Relic. They don't actually have much to do with that. So I'm just gonna... Like, I want to trade here, right? I want to trade Sniper. They're a Sniper for my Feral. Yeah, exactly. Because if they have another white or black, so a different white or black source than the Relic, then they can pop it. And they need the creature for it, so... I would doubt they have a plains or a forest. A plains or a swamp. Oh, well. Should we just go to combat here? Now they're forced to block. Bewildering Blizzard Blowout. Okay, so they can block. And I'll have to use the opportunity as a pump. Oh, they messed up. They let the mobilize token not get affected by the minus. They have to block the Boltcaster, though. Otherwise, I can just pump the Feral. Another piercing exhale, man. So I think instead of poking in for 1 extra damage, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Mastery here so that it doesn't untap. Because now they're gonna have to pay 5 to untap it. This is also denying them a mana off the Relic currently. Okay. Let's go to combat. Come on. Well, pump for 1 is right, at least. And then I guess I just have to hope they don't... Man, if they have... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to Wingspan. If they have Dragonback Assault, I will take the loss. I'd rather hold this as a surprise. Another Sniper. Actually, that's pretty good with double Bewildering, I guess. They're still missing a white or black source beside... I mean, they in the backwater. Oh, jeez. That's 3 turns in a row they've drawn 3+ cards. Holy moly. 9 cards left in their deck, my lordy lordy. Well, I'm going to assume they have at least one more removal spell in their hand this turn. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. This is lethal. They have to block the dragon, and then that's still 5 damage. Okay. Whew. Yowza, 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 yowza. Still a percentage gamer. Still going to be a percentage gamer for a while, but if we can get one more win, I'll be happy. We were once again at that brutal 2-win mark, so a loss here, and we are just down infinite gems. So let's play first, let's curve out, let's not punt. Okay, well, we're not playing first. However, this is a very good curve out hand. Oh man. Headliner into Brigade into Vanguard. Second red source kind of needed here. Okay, Draconic Fealty. There's an additional cast. You can reveal a dragon. Target player discards a card with the greatest mana value among cards in their hand. If a dragon was beheld, exile that player's graveyard. Sure. Oh, they can cast the freaking Shrieker next turn? With haste? And prowess? Oh, that's brutal. Alright, well, this is sick. I need to find a second red source for sure. Or I pray. I also pray that they don't have a land untapped here. Alright, Shrieker, blow up the Headliner. I guess they could blow up the Underdog, but then we would get them, yeah. Okay, they're racing. Let's go. I need a red source so badly. I need to be able to double spell. Like Effigy into Seize Opportunity Pump next turn, you know? Okay. Jeez, and it's a lifelinker too, dude. Seriously? Crazy. Yeah. What can you do? Holy smokes. That's actually a really decent draw, funny enough. I think I gotta go Brigade here plus pass. Go like this. Actually, if I just Humbling Elder, they go back up to 13. Can I win this game? Is it better for me to not lose a creature? Let's say they go to 13. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I guess I just don't block, and if they have 2 damage, I die. I don't think I can beat them having a way to pump anyways and gaining extra life. And obviously if they have like a Twin Bolt, good beats. But if I draw a Mountain, I can go Effigy plus Pump, which might get us out. Oh, God! Oh, no. This is why I hate tap lands in these decks, but... That's so brutal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 short. I am 1 freaking damage short. Assuming they have absolutely nothing. They might have something and I'm dead anyways, of course, but... Maybe they concede because they don't count it correctly. God, so sick! Oh my lord, dude. That's so disgusting. All right, friends. Well, that's my experience with the format. Good beats, good beats. This was a pretty solid deck. I know I say that often, but I think it's true. That brutal Swiftwater. It did need to be exactly a Mountain because the Maelstrom also would have sucked. Ah, man. Pearl Lake Warden, 2 Fleshcrafters, 2 Vanguards, 2 Shock Brigades. This was a nice aggressive deck. Ah, well. At least we got to look at a little bit of Alchemy and see some of the absurd cards. Hopefully I get to draft a 5-color bomby Alchemy deck next time. Thanks for watching. Later. Bye-bye.